But still, 2 off the over was the most important part, not necessarily the wicket.
A lovely spell. 1 for 28 and 4. And if you keep in mind, 6 stitches in his bowling hand, a superb effort from Humphreys.
There's Hollard back into the attack. Looking for a big one, and the first 6 of the India innings. A spinny super 6 from Tilak Varma, who goes to 50 spectacularly. His 7th 50 in T20 internationals.
Was right in his hitting arc. Straight in the slot, even though got the toe end of the bat, had enough on it. And that is his area. Will look to hit on the leg side. And this is where Ireland has to be smart. Maybe wide Yorkers would be the right call. Force him to play on the offside, and looking at the field, it seems that's the plan. He's still going over the wicket, but he's going to try and bowl that wide line.
Wider, straight up, the chance for a second wicket for Hollard, and to dismiss the very dangerous Tilak Varma, taken by Liam McCarthy. A 7th Indian wicket falls. Ireland will feel they're within reach now of a series victory over the 2-time and reigning world champions, 2024 and 2026 world champions, after the inaugural champions as well in 2007.
This is very good cricket from Ireland. Just talking about bowling that wide line to Tilak Varma. He does that, made that necessary changes in the field, and got rewarded for it. That's where you want to bowl to Tilak. Good innings of 55 or 46. He's got to go back 117 for 7 India.
Other than the condition, I didn't know. You only got 1 second. No, he didn't want more ball.
Well, the man who can hit a ball a very long way indeed, Harshit Rana in. Only 3 wickets remain. Hollard pulled square, 2 fielders converging. George Dockrell just whips it to Tim Tector. Restricts India to just 2, and Rana out because of the big wicket of Tilak Varma.
Yeah, we were just talking about it. Try and bowl that wide line. I sliced it, the bat moving in his hand as well. That's really good thinking. Good planning, brilliant execution. Not that much closer, Ireland.
It's going to be a wide ball. Lorcan Tucker was looking at that from behind the stumps. Hollard, though, turns, walks back to his mark.
Yeah, top effort. Because everyone here, they realize how close they are to making history for Ireland. Super from Dockrell. Perfect, perfect. Been so good in terms of planning, execution, the field, with the bowling.
Harshit Rana pumps it down the ground, and he's caught. Is he? No, shelled. Ben Khalid, he got there, he got his hands underneath the ball. But disappointingly, it does not stick.
But just mentioning about how good the Irish have been on the field, and this should have been taken, misjudging it completely. He thought it would carry all the way, waited for it to come to him, then realized it's not going to, then in the end had to put in the dive. And even then I thought he got his fingers under the ball.
I think it's after his elbows had struck the ground that it just bobbled out. Harshit Rana high, there's a fielder gathering underneath it again. Shedge, Suryan Shedge is out. Tim Tector takes the catch. Falls for 1 off 5, and India 121 for 8 with 13 balls remaining.
Again, just using the dimension. That is the longest part of the ground, the deep mid-wicket area. Had a fielder placed there. Yeah, not long enough as far as India is concerned and Shedge is concerned. On debut, he's got to go for 1 of 5. 1-2-1 for 8. India in trouble.
I don't want James. I don't want to.
Ireland are 2 wickets away from creating the most incredible kind of history in T20 internationals. And Arshdeep Singh finds himself marching to the wicket for only the 30th time in nearly 100 matches.
There's some seriously good cricket from Ireland. They're just defending 154. They've been so good.
And a dot ball to end. 12 balls remain, and with that, I think it's only fitting that we hand over to somebody who's blazed a trail for Ireland cricket for this potential historic final couple of overs. Isabel Joyce.
Series leveled at 1-all.
New Zealand win by 253.
Watch the series decider test. England versus New Zealand, 3rd test, 25th to 29th June. Watch only on Sony Live and Sony Sports Network.
तेरे को शर्म आती थी ना गले में बैठने में।
दानी को एंजाइटी अटैक हुआ है। You all need family therapy.
मैं ना भूंड लेनी स्ट्रेस थी।
आपको थोड़ा टेंडर होने की जरूरत है।
टेंडर? वो जो अखबारों में निकलता है सड़क बनाने का।
Well, Tilak Varma was in the middle. Things looked pretty good for India, but Hollard, double strike there in the middle order, and the wickets have continued to fall. And once again, India find themselves in trouble. 2 overs to go, and required rate now 17. Well, he's the man of the hour. Jai Mundra started the game with a wicket. He'll be hoping to finish with wickets.
Oh, what a wonderful series this has been. His debut series has already picked up 5 wickets.
Once again, just getting the body behind. I think that's been a key for Ireland today. If you can't collect the ball cleanly and with the hands, willing to put the body on the line. Oh, it's been impressive for me, Deep, is just how quickly both Mundra and Hollard, the debutants for Ireland, have been on the money each time the ball's been handed to them.
Yeah, they've been so well. Yes, as debutants playing their first series, yes, but overall, because you looked at that Irish side and you say, oh, that looks like a depleted bowling unit. But they haven't played like that. Definitely not.
Room given. Heaved, but no real power. With every delivery, Irish fans start to believe.
It's been such a wonderful few days for Irish cricket, isn't it? Friday beat India for the first time. Then in the World Cup, Irish women, they beat West Indies yesterday in the World Cup. And now here, on the verge of making history at toe end of the bat.
Well, power, serious power there from Harshad Rana. He's not giving up. That has gone like a bullet to the boundary.
Yeah, he can hit it hard. Harshad Rana, he does. But India would need a few more of that. 28 required of 9. He bludgeoned it.
Well, too much width from Mundra. You don't see that too often, but for Ireland, they'll be believing right now. What's the field? Cover, long off, long on, mid-wicket, square. Heaved leg side. Well, a 4 followed by a 6. As soon as it left the bat, you knew it was going all the way away.
It's a bit of a comeback. 4 and then a 6, 22 of 8. And now India would be thinking, and Harshit, if they can go on and hit a few more. It's a really good hit, 89 meters long. We told you he can hit a long ball, but can he finish the game for India? India on an unbeaten 16 series streak here. And all that matters at this point in time, they're 1-0 down in the series. They have to win this, India. 22 of 8.
Into the pitch, just tucked up for room. They'll take the single. Damage done in the over. How much can they hit in the final?
You see, how I look at it is 21 of 7. This is a free hit for Arshdeep, because what you want is Harshit on strike for the next over. So it doesn't really matter. What India doesn't need is a single and Arshdeep on strike. So for Arshdeep, this last ball of the over is a free hit. Ideally, a 4 or a 6, as long as India don't take a single. Harshit, next over, all 6 deliveries, irrespective.
And Ireland have gambled because they've only used 5 bowlers. Harry Tector, the only bowler that's bowled today with an over left. Goes wide outside off, space given, and they've taken the single. Not the outcome you were looking for, Deep. Well, 1 over to go, 20 required for victory. It's going to come down to the wire here in Stormont. Both teams gambling because Harry Tector, he hasn't bowled an over from the city end, bowled all of his overs from the spinny end. But for India, maybe a bit of game management not coming off.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Now, because Arshdeep, I mean, if you have to get 20 of the last 6, who do you back? You back Harshit more than Arshdeep. But that single, that means Arshdeep is on strike against the off-spinner.
Here we go. Well, playing with the wide line with, oh dear, look out. Arshdeep. It's a wide. It's definitely a wide. Good call from Johnny Kennedy, but you can see the plan from Tector. He saw how Arshdeep moved leg side the last over. Well, he's done his job. 2 off the first ball.
Yeah, importantly, as Harshit on strike, as India now need 18 of 5. So if you want to simplify it, maybe 4 boundaries of the 5 balls left, or 3 sixes of the 5 left. And now this is interesting because it's a spinner bowling, an off spinner with very, very short straight boundary. Chances are he's going to go short and maybe a little wide, making sure Harshit has to hit square off the wicket. Well, this is he's asked actually Arshdeep to move away. Here we go, 18 of 5.
Round the wicket, Tector. And it's a no ball. How costly is this going to be? Well, George Dockrell has it in the deep, but they're going to run a second. Great running, brilliant running from Arshdeep. This is going to be a free hit. Well, Ireland's so close. They've got it within their grasp. Is it slipping away?
Izzy, you know this is that dreaded P word, isn't it? The pressure building on everyone. That's a high, it's a very high no ball. So India actually get 3 out of that. Now need 15 of 5 with a free hit.
The 2 was key. The 2 was absolutely key because not only is it a no ball, extra run running the second, but Harshit Rana on strike, he's the one you want. The plan was to go full and wide outside off. Can he back that up and actually execute on this occasion?
Yeah, you don't want him to go straight down the ground. You want him to go square off the wicket, either way, leg side or offside, but not straight.
Oh, bottom edge. Well, it's not where he meant it to go. It's pretty much 180 degrees the other way, but it's going to go to the boundary. Swing hard, and you never know what might happen.
You wouldn't mind this at all, Harshit. It doesn't matter how they get it. Got a 4 off the free hit, off that inside edge. And now 11 off 4. Was again winding up to go down the ground. It's a good delivery, full wide inside edge, nothing much the keeper could have done about it. Fortuitous. Oh, it's getting close now. It is getting really close.
I'd say it's India's game to lose now. 11 off 4.
I still think, honestly, I still think Ireland's ahead. Ireland's ahead. But then, yes, India's got a lot closer with the first few deliveries of the over.
The round arm, very good. The low arm action, can't give away 2 here. Tim Tector does very well in the deep. So what now? Do Ireland try and cut off a single, or do they protect the boundaries? What would you do? Captain's hat on, deep.
Single you definitely don't mind if you're Irish, right? More than happy with single, and especially if Harshit gets off strike. I'm not saying Arshdeep can't hit a 6, but at this point in time, if you're backing somebody to hit a 6, it would be Harshit. And what Harshit has done is taken that single and has got off strike. Again, let me reiterate, I'm not saying Arshdeep can't hit a 6, but chances are Harshit, probability-wise, he's got better chances.
Anything to be said for getting someone in tight to save the single, though, either side of the wicket, keep him on strike, because Rana's so destructive.
True. I mean, that's the other way to look at it. India need, what, 10 off 3. So now if Arshdeep gets a single, need 9 off 2. Oh, that could be close as well. So, yeah, Arshdeep, it's interesting. What is he thinking?
Extra covers in tight. Another wide. Another wide. Those margins are so tight.
Yeah, now 8 off 3. So now going back to what you said, yeah, why not get somebody in? Obviously, you've got covers and point to stop the single. Now, Arshdeep, if he gets a single, that'll do. Get Harshit on strike for the last couple of deliveries.
Check the feet. It's a fair delivery. Can we have your best side angle, please?
There's an umpire's review for stumping here.
Yeah. Feet are on the ground, feet are grounded. When the bails are removed, I've made my decision for the big screen.
Yeah, they were. It's actually not a bad review, I don't mind. Well, both feet in the air. It would have been an unusual one. It would have been very befitting of this weekend if that was the way that Ireland was to take the 9th wicket in this innings. But as it is, the wide stands, no wicket. That's what he meant to bowl the last ball. So just the single. Ireland scampering in to save the 2, but it was a jogged single because the man they want on strike is Harshit Rana, and he's right where he needs to be from an Indian perspective.
Yeah, this is, from an Indian perspective, you're completely right. This is what you needed. Harshit on strike. Next 2 deliveries, it has to be him on strike. Obviously, India need 8. That would mean either 2 4s, 1 6 and a double.
Lorcan Tucker's just come down to talk to Harry Tector because he said, I know where Harshit Rana is going to try and hit. It's going to be leg side. So he's taken Matthew Humphreys out and put him right on the edge of that ring, into the pocket, as it were, if you think about the bigger boundary.
Straight down the ground.
A full toss. Well, who's underneath it? Tim Tector. The Tectors combine for the 9th wicket. Tim Tector. He's been brilliant in the field. Harry Tector, it's not the over he would have wanted. It's not the way he would have dreamed it, but he has taken the wicket in a clutch moment. The Tectors have come to the fore.
And also not the delivery he would have wanted. That was a full toss. And Harshit would be kicking himself. Shorter straight boundary, full toss in his arc. But couldn't time it. Big wicket, massive wicket. And a good catch under pressure. Runner gone 21 off 10. 147 for 9 India.
Bowling is right arm run, there's one ball to come.
This is top tier. This is absolute cinema. Prince all in.
Last man in. So slow down the ground. It's 6, but it's a win for Ireland, the greatest weekend in Irish cricket history. Ireland win by 1 run, a hat-trick of victories in 3 days as Lorcan Tucker begins his reign with a stunning maiden series victory over India. Against the odds, the world champions are toppled in Belfast. Unforgettable, incredible, a victory to savour, a weekend to remember.
This is massive, this is historic here. Ireland winning the series, it's a clean sweep, 2-0. And you wouldn't believe this. The Indian fans can't believe it. I'm sure the Irish fans can't believe it either. And like you said, Izzy, the greatest weekend as far as Irish cricket is concerned. Beating India. As far as men's cricket is concerned, you got Irish women's beating West Indies yesterday. But what a massive, momentous moment for Irish cricket as Ireland win the series by winning the second and last game here in Belfast by a run. This has been a great few days for Irish cricket. You wouldn't have imagined this a few days ago, that India would be whitewashed here in Belfast, the defending champions. And that also breaks India's 16 series winning, or rather unbeaten streak here. So massive congratulations to Ireland.
Lorcan Tucker leading his troops. What a start to his captaincy career for Ireland. T20 international captain Harry Tector. I'd say a few grey hairs have been added after that final over. It had absolutely everything. Full tosses, no balls, catches. But in the end, 1 run. That's what India needed to find. They couldn't.
Yeah, that would be a very disappointed Indian dressing room.